Hi, my name is Krish, and I was a student for SAI Barcelona study abroad program of fall 2025. And going into this experience, I was going to go with my two best friends from middle school. I've known them since sixth grade, and my best friend from college. And so I was prepared to have the most fun 3 months of my life. And really reflecting on my experience, it's now over. I not only realized that it was the most fun 3 months of my life, but it was the most transformative experience of my life. And I say that because for the last 10 years of my life, I've grown up in the Silicon Valley, specifically the Bay Area. And I've really learned that throughout the last, 5, 6 years of my life, I've been super career oriented. I'm a very fast paced person. I don't like to waste time. And when I reflect on my values, right, I reflect on my career, I reflect on my own personal achievements of what I can accomplish, the skills that I want to build, the money I want to make eventually in my future. And I think me going into an experience abroad, specifically in Barcelona, Spain, in a culture that's very collectivistic, a little bit more leisure, more relaxing, it really showed me not just a new environment in a new area where different values are valued, but it showed me a completely new way of life. And I think that's an experience that I'm always going to take away in my life. And I also think that specifically one thing that really transformed my experience abroad was having a host family. And so Sandrine, the director through side programs at Barcelona, basically paired me up with this amazing family. And I'll put some pictures up on this video. But they really influenced my experience abroad because, this has been my first experience without a family present. And so, this family inviting me for dinners every week, me playing video games with his son, me playing with his dog, and him also inviting all of my roommates for, a Catalan lunch was just such a special occasion for all of us. And I think that's a memory that I'll hold on for my entire life. Another great experience that I had studying abroad was being able to volunteer at the local elementary school near my school every Tuesdays and afternoon. And so this experience was super insightful for me because one, it really allowed me to contrast the American education system from the European education system in the sense that I got to really see how much of a familial bond there was in a classroom in Europe. And I also learned about the different technology, the different teaching styles and methods that European schools use compared to American schools. And so I feel like that was also a really, really great experience that I would have never been able to experience if I hadn't studied abroad. But study abroad was amazing. It was transformative, and I think that everybody should have an experience where they're able to immerse themselves in a new environment that makes them question what they value, makes them question how do they want to live their life in the future. And I think that was the biggest insight that study abroad gave me. Thank you.